G'day, I am Jackaroo Toro, and on this channel I focus on Australian Aboriginal languages, mostly on the languages of the Pama-Nyungan family, mostly but not exclusively. So this video is part of a series where I talk about complex verbs in verb classifying languages in the north and the northwest of Australia. And in the previous video we looked at a few complex verbs and the uninflecting verbs, of which occurred with different inflecting verbs. And here are more examples. So the uninflecting verbs that occur with the biggest number of inflecting verbs in the Ngarla database occur with 4 different inflecting verbs. There is one example with Jundi, which I showed in the previous video, that occurs with 5 different inflecting verbs. And we have Nyanda, which takes 6 different ones. But both Jundi and Nyanda are adverbs. See my video about adverbs. And this is not unexpected, because adverbs occur frequently in complex verbs in verb classifying languages. But then we have what we might call the pure uninflecting verbs. They only occur in combination with inflecting verbs in the complex verb construction. So, for example, this uninflecting verb, warawara, occurs together with ngari, creating the sense become forgetful. It occurs with ri, creating the sense forget. With ma, meaning erase. And with ja, meaning make forget. So in this way we get senses of the different verbs that are similar but not identical. So does this mean that warawara means forgetful or something like that? Well, let me get back to that in a minute. Let's first look at wanyabari. Wanyabari occurs together with 3 inflecting verbs, with ngari, creating the sense acquire understanding, with ma, the verb meaning listen to, and with ja, the verb meaning teach, that is, impart understanding. And wanyabari is a bit of an exception in Ngarla, because not only does it occur as an uninflecting verb, it also takes tense aspect and mood marking of one of the 2 verbal conjugations directly, and then functions as a verb stem on its own. And that makes it an exception. So wanyabari with tense aspect and mood marking directly, it means pay attention. So then, is warawara forgetful, and is wanyabari understanding? In my database I have them down as, let's see, I have warawara down as unaware, forgetful, and wanyabari indeed as understanding. But here's the thing. As MacGregor writes, it is very difficult to know what these pure uninflecting verbs really mean. You have to guess at their meaning from the meanings of the complex verbs in which they occur, since they never occur anywhere else. So my consultant gave me senses, meanings, for 2/3 of the pure uninflecting verbs in Ngarla. But it is very difficult to know if he knew that those were the senses these words had or have, or if he was just extrapolating from the complex verbs, the meanings of the complex verbs as a whole. This is very difficult to know. I cannot be sure that this is really unaware forgetful and that this is understanding. Of course, the adverbs are used on their own, and we have an example of that here, and therefore we can know what they mean. So nyanda means here, and with these 6 inflecting verbs we get the senses bring here, come closer, come here. By the way, I have put 2 question marks here where the sense of the complex verb is a little bit uncertain. Anyway, in the lower half here we have gather or gather around, push here, and push. And here then is an example of nyanda being used as an adverb. First we have a complex verb, kaljukari, which means shout or call out. It does not take an overt tense aspect mood ending here. This is what this means. This means 0. And in this verbal conjugation, the shortest form of the verb, the one without an ending, is the imperative and future tense form. I feel it's imperative that you understand that. Anyway, so shout or call out. Pananga, 3rd person plural dative, and Giliakarangora, child plural dative. So call out to those children. Nyanda, here. Milba Mariah, Milba, come. Mariah, the optative distinction. And ya, 3rd person plural. So call out to those children, tell them to come here, is what this means. So, difficult to know with pure uninflecting verbs. What do they really mean? I leave you with that thought for today. So, see you later.